Hi, welcome to video number 5 of the program Chatting with Greice. I created a series of videos to discuss strategies to help you lose extra weight, look and feel your best without following quick diets. My name is Greice Levine and I am a health coach. In case you don't know what a health coach is, a health coach is a type of mentor that helps you make lifestyle changes so you can build healthy habits around eating and exercising. In today's episode, I'm gonna be talking about what you need to do to start eating healthy. This video is going to be a great guide to you if you want to start eating healthy, but you don't know where to start. People get very confused and stressed about eating healthy. Basically, if you tell anybody that you're eating healthy, they might look at you and think, is this a diet? Because eating healthy is such a challenge today in 2022 that when you tell people that you're eating healthy, they think it's a diet. It's not a diet, it's just a lifestyle, a way of living. If I can do it, if many people can do it, I know you can do it as well. Every day I hear my clients, my friends, my family, people everywhere, in the gym, church, everywhere I go, I see and I hear people talking about how hard it is to eat healthy. It's almost like something possible these days. So I hear you guys, and this is why I'm here today talking about this topic. I already wanted to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate you, and I really hope this content adds value to your life. So why is it so confusing to talk about health eating? Why? Why is this so confusing? This is confusing because everyone, including healthcare providers, wellness influencers, your friends, your family, they all have an opinion and a different view about what health eating means. And that's why it's so crazy confusing to just eat healthy these days. In order to become a health coach, I had to look over 100 diets, theories, and I get it. I'm confused myself sometimes because every single day there's a new research and a bunch of new studies coming out with different conclusions about the different foods, and this is very confusing. And if you are confused, you are not alone, and it's okay to be confused. I know you probably just want to find an easy way to start eating healthier meals each day. I know that. I have good news for you. The truth is, healthy eating doesn't have to be complicated, okay? It's possible to nourish your body while enjoying the foods you love. I have been doing this for a couple of years now, and I'm sure you can do that as well. After all, we want to eat healthy to avoid the diseases, to feel our best, to look our best, and all that. But after all, we will die. That's for sure. We are gonna die. So we want to enjoy food while we live in this planet. In this video, you will learn what health eating means and how to make it work for you. Okay, so let's get started. Why does eating healthy matter to you? Before talking about what health eating means, I want to explain why it matters. I know this is not new to anyone, that food is what fuels you and delivers the calories and nutrients your body needs to function. If your diet is too low in calorie, or if you're missing one or more nutrients, you might have some health issues. I'm sure you already know that, but I just want to go over that very quick, okay? So when you eat too many calories, you might gain weight, leading to obesity. And when you are obese, you increase the risk of getting many diseases, such as type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, cancer, heart issues, liver diseases, and the list goes on and on and on, as you already know. So in summary, I want to say that the quality of your diet affects the way you age and your mental health. And that's why eating healthy matters to you, to your lifetime. That's why it's very important to understand the concepts about healthy eating. So stay with me. We're gonna go a little deep on this topic today. If you eat a diet rich in super processed foods, you might be already overweight. Therefore, you're also increasing the risk of getting cancer, heart disease, liver disease, and the list goes on. However, if you focus on eating mostly whole, nutrient-dense foods, you are reducing the risk of getting this disease. And this is why you want to watch this video until the end. Now you might be thinking, do I need to follow a certain diet to eat healthy? Absolutely not. Okay, there are cases where some people need or choose to avoid particular foods or adapt diets for health reasons, like people that have allergy to eggs or dairy or gluten. They have a very bad reaction in their body if they eat these foods. So these people, they have to follow a very special diet. Once you're tested, once you do some exams and you find out that some foods create these reactions to your body, yes, you 100% need to be following a very, very, very specific diet. But I'm talking about people in general. If you don't have any issues, you don't need to follow a specific or a certain diet. Again, there are 100 diets out there. And if you don't have any issues with any foods, then you don't need to follow any specific diet. So, but there are people that don't have any health issues, but they choose to be low carb, keto, vegan, vegetarian. So this is just like personal choices. Let me just talk a little bit about the way that I eat today. I am not vegan. I am not vegetarian. I call myself like pescatarian, but I really don't like to use any labels. I mean, I have been eating this type of diet as a lifestyle for the past 2 years. Why? After watching a couple of documentaries, I watched the documentary Game Changers, fHOW, I read a couple of books. I decided to eat this way for longevity reasons, for health reasons, for looking the big picture, to looking about the way that I want to age, the way that everything works inside my body based on my beliefs and the foods that I eat, and I feel good. I decided to be mostly plant-based. I decided to give priority for plant-based foods because of my knowledge, because of my journey, because of my preferences. Basically, I'm just saying that the way that you choose to eat is very particular, and you don't need to be keto, do low carb, or be vegan, or be vegetarian because anybody told you that's the best diet. I'm just here to tell you that you don't have to do any of that. Okay, do your own research. Watch this video until the end, and we're gonna get to the point. Eating healthy has nothing to do with diets. Okay, that's the message. And health eating means that you will give a priority to your wellness before anything. And how do you do it? Well, you will fuel your body with nutritious foods over anything else. I'll give you an example. If you walk inside the supermarket, you will find at least 1,000 items with the word healthy, low on calories, fat-free, vegan, gluten-free, or blah 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 free, or diet-friendly. All these labels that food companies are putting to get your attention. Again, there's probably gonna be 1,000 of these foods out there, and still these foods might not be healthy at all. A couple of foods that are rich in nutrients for sure are blueberries, strawberries, mixed greens, anything green, avocado, nuts, potatoes, beans, lentils, anything that don't have a list of 100 ingredients to it. So it's just an example, like foods that have a label as healthy, and there are foods that they don't need a label. You just look. You look a banana, you look an apple, you look a kiwi, you look a mango. It's like there's nothing to read. That's it. That's food, okay? That's food that rich in nutrition versus food that's just a bunch of names and ingredients that you might not even know what it is. So you just gotta look both and pick and make the right choice daily. What are the basics of healthy eating? Now that you know why health eating is important, let's talk about some nutrition basics. When trying to eating a healthy diet, there's something that you want to look for, and this is nutrient density. A lot of people worry too much about calories. I'm not saying that calories are not important, okay? But it should not be your primary concern when looking to eating healthy. I will explain why. Why? Because nutrients, including protein, carbs, fat, vitamins, and minerals, are what your body needs to thrive. So that's why nutrient density refers to the amount of nutrients in a food in relation to the calories it provides. I'll give you some examples. Basically, all foods contain calories, right? We all know that all foods contain calories, but not all foods contain nutrient dense. For example, a candy bar, a box of mac and cheese may be very high in calories, but it's missing vitamins, it's missing minerals, missing protein, and missing fiber. When you go to the supermarket, you see many foods marked as diet friendly, like I just said, low calorie, gluten free, vegan. Yeah, okay, this food might be low in calorie, but it's missing many important nutrients, okay? You always want to look at the food and think about the nutrient. Is this food high in calories, but it's missing a lot of nutrients? Should I eat that or not? You gotta be asking yourself, like, this is just, it doesn't come naturally. You don't learn this going to school, going to college, getting your degree, at your job. You gotta train yourself. You go to the grocery store and you need to start scanning things around and thinking about it. Okay, this package of food here, it has any nutrients? How many calories? Okay, has 300 calories, let's say. This lunch, frozen lunch, like you read and you look, okay, there's 300 calories, but it's frozen. Is there any nutrients? If there's no nutrients, if you just think there's no nutrients, then you should look for something with more nutrients. That's what I'm saying. For example, we have some nutrient-dense foods such as fruits and veggies that are very low in calories, right? An apple, for example, has nutrients, but it's low in calorie. Banana has nutrients, we all know, but it's low in calorie too. But if you eat an avocado is high in calorie, but good nutrition, good fats. Another example here, for example, egg whites. Egg whites are much lower in calories and fat than the whole egg, right? However, one egg white provides 1% or less of your daily value for iron, zinc, chlorine, and vitamin A and B12, while the whole egg has 21% of these nutrients. So you see the difference? There are foods that are low in calorie, but they're missing nutrients. And there are foods that are gonna be high in calorie, and then they also have the nutrients. So let me see another example here. But we also have foods like nuts, full fat yogurt, egg yolks, avocado, fatty fish. These foods are high in calories, which is okay, but they are high in nutrient density as well. So basically, they're high in calories and they're high in nutrients. So this is great. Just because a food is high in calorie doesn't mean that's bad for you. Again, just because a food is high in calories doesn't mean it's bad for you. Got it? Yes? Commenting yes if you're following this. And just because a food is low in calories doesn't mean it's a healthy choice, okay? Because I see a lot of people always so worried about calories. Even some of my clients, they worry so much about calories. I need to eat 1,200 calories a day. And when they go shopping, all they care is about the calories. How can I eat 500 calories for lunch? How can I eat 500 calories for dinner? How can I eat 500 calories for breakfast? And they don't care about the nutrients. And you might even eat 1,000 calories a day if you're trying to lose weight and not lose anything and even gain weight, because now you're missing so many nutrients that you're slowing down your metabolism, which is another complicated thing that you definitely don't want to mess up with. So stay with me. We're gonna get a little bit more clear about this topic as I go through. If your food choices are based only on calories, you are missing the point of healthy eating. Don't miss this point. It's very important that you learn this right now. This is why I always tell my clients, focus on nutrient-dense foods. They're high in nutrients like protein, fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. These foods include veggies, fruits, nuts, seeds, beans, fatty fish, and eggs. Okay. Another important component of healthy eating is diversity, which means making sure you eat different foods. And this can be very hard even for myself, because I love to just have a structure. Okay, this is what I eat for breakfast, this is what I eat for lunch, this is what I eat for dinner, and I don't want to think about it. I don't want to look for different options. I just want to stick to that structure. I know my groceries, I know a couple of recipes, that's what I make. And a lot of times we all make this mistake of forgetting to try different foods, different vegetables, different fruits, different fats. And that means like you probably already know these, but studies show that following a diet rich in different kinds of food supports your gut bacteria, promotes a healthy body weight, and protects against chronic disease. So basically what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't matter how much you love to eat the same thing. Health eating is about trying different things as well. Okay. I know, again, this might be very difficult if you are very picky, if you're a very picky eater, but if that's the case, try to introduce new foods one at a time. If you don't eat many vegetables, start by adding, your favorite one to your meals. If you love broccoli, just try to add more broccoli to your lunch or dinner. If you like asparagus, try to add a little bit more asparagus to your lunch and dinner. If you love spinach, do spinach. If you love lettuce, do lettuce. Try to include more of the ones that you love and the ones that you like first, and then little by little you give a chance to try another one. Although you might not enjoy trying new foods, research shows that the more you are exposed to a food, the greater your chances of growing and adapting to eating that type of food. So basically, you just need to try, be open, go to different restaurants, you know? So now I want to talk about it, macronutrient. What is macronutrient and why is this important? Macronutrients are the nutrients that your body needs in large amounts, which include fat, carbohydrates, and proteins. Macronutrients contain the components of a food that your body needs to maintain its system and structure. Macronutrients are the main nutrients you get from food. They are the nutrients that give you energy. They are like I just said, they're carbs, fat, proteins, fiber, and fiber. Fiber is considered a type of carb, okay? Your meals and snacks should be balanced between these three. I'm sure you probably already heard of that, but we're reviewing here today. If you want to be full for a couple of hours during the day, you need to add protein, fat, fiber-rich carbs to all your meal and all your snacks. So, for example, if you're snacking on a piece of fruit, let's say you go to work every day and you always try to bring fruit with you. Maybe one apple, maybe banana, or any other fruit that you love. What you can do to make that more rich macronutrient snack is to add a spoon of almond butter or a spoon of peanut butter to that fruit, and that's gonna keep you full for a longer time. It's very simple. You can even buy if you work from home, great, just have that at home. But if you are going to your office, you can always leave an almond butter at your office or peanut butter at your office, and then every day you eat your fruit, you can just add 1 or 2 spoons of the peanut butter with the fruit. What I do, like, I add 2 spoons of peanut butter to my breakfast almost every day, and I also have another spoon in the afternoon with my fruits. So I try to eat fruits always in the morning for breakfast and also in the afternoon, and even like after dinner sometimes I will have like a portion of pineapple to help with digestion. This is just an example for you to think about it. Macronutrients, carbs, proteins, fats, fibers, they are all very important to your meals to keep you full and to help you have the energy that you need just to do your activities during the day. You probably already heard about how bodybuilders count and control their macros when they are trying to build muscles or when they want to look certain way. What they do, of course, they train a lot for it, but they also count their calories, their macros. So they have a specific macros that they follow. Maybe they will eat 150 grams of carbs, X grams of proteins, X grams of fat, so they can build their body the way they have to for competitions and different reasons. If you're just starting eating healthy, counting macros and following a set macronutrient plan is not necessary for you, okay? Now, of course, if you're an athlete or looking for a specific body composition, I would say that you definitely want to learn more about your macros for that specific reason. But if you are just a new person trying to eat healthy, don't worry about all these counting macros, because you can have a healthy diet without following specific macros. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get confused. Another important thing to remember is to pay attention to your own body and your lifestyle. Respect your bio-individuality. I'm always going to be talking about bio-individuality. You're unique. And try to become an expert on you. Really. Eat something, see how you feel. Have a breakfast, see how you feel in 3 hours. If you every day with your breakfast, you're hungry after 1 or 2 hours too soon, maybe you need more calories. And if you need more calories, think about the macronutrients: good carbs, good fiber, good fat, rich in nutrients, and go for these foods that have the full macronutrients. Find out what makes you feel your best and follow that as a lifestyle. Why is it important to cut highly processed foods no matter what type of diet you eat? I don't care if you are vegan, vegetarian, low carb, keto. There's one important thing that you need to do if you want to start eating healthy, and that is cut highly processed foods from your diet. Doesn't matter where you are. That's something you really want to control. I don't mean that you have to avoid processed foods 100%. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I mean. Okay, don't be like depressed about it. In fact, there are many healthy foods that have been processed. So I don't mean that you have to avoid processed foods 100%, but you need to avoid the highly processed ones. The processed foods that you want to avoid are products like soda, baked goods, candy, sugary drinks, cereal, and certain boxed snacks. Those foods contain high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, and many artificial sweeteners. Basically, if you are drinking Coke every day or soda every day, you're putting all that inside your body. If you are eating candy every day, you're putting tons of refined sugar and artificial sweeteners inside your body. Even some of these box snacks, the boxed snacks, some of them, they're say like healthy or diet friendly, but they're really full of artificial sweeteners, and you really want to watch out for. In fact, research links diets high in ultra processed foods to a greater risk of depression, heart disease, obesity, and many other complications. On the other hand, diets high in whole foods, nutrient-dense foods, have the opposite effect. You see, nutrient-dense foods will protect you against disease and help your overall physical and mental well-being. In summary, in order to eat healthy in your everyday life, you want to make a priority to eat more nutrient-dense foods, especially fruits and vegetables. Always especially fruits and vegetables. That's why I choose to eat mostly plant-based foods for that reason. Should you cut certain foods and beverage to improve your health if you're trying to eat healthy? The answer is yes. If you want to eat healthy, to look and feel your best, then you need to restrict certain foods from your diet. You don't need to say, I will never, ever eat this food in my whole life. No, you don't need to be extreme. There are over 10 years of specific research linking ultra-processed foods to negative health results, including increased disease risk and early death. If you want to improve your health and lower your risk of some diseases, here is a list of things you want to restrict yourself from. Are you ready? Maybe you want to write down. Again, if you want to improve your health and lower your risk of some diseases, here's the list of things you want to restrict yourself from. Soda, processed meats, very processed meats, candy, ice cream, fried foods, fast food, and any highly processed snack. Do your best each day to eat more whole, nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, beans, and fish, if you're not vegan. Save the highly processed foods and beverages for special treat only. Let's say it's your birthday and you feel like you want to have a piece of cake and maybe drink a soda with it because you love soda. Then have just a cup, for your birthday or for a very unique special occasion in the year. Not every weekend, not every single holiday. Now, if you're still watching this video, here comes the best part. How to make health eating work for your busy life. I know we're all busy. I know that nobody has time to be wasting. So, how to make healthy eating work for your busy life. I totally understand you if you think that eating healthy is your biggest struggle, because I used to feel overwhelmed about this as well. It's very hard to eat healthy when you are commuting to work, you're taking care of your family, you are doing any other activity that requires a lot of your time. Food might just be the last thing of the problems that you have every day, right? I know this might be challenging at first, but if you really want to start eating healthy, you have a couple of steps that you need to take. It doesn't matter how busy you are, it doesn't matter how many problems you have. If you really want to take this serious and take care of your health, here's gonna be some step that you need to take. Step number 1, you need to make eating healthier foods a top priority in your life. This doesn't mean that you have to spend hours preparing or cooking fancy meals every day, but it does require a little bit of your time, once or twice a week, especially if you have a busy lifestyle. You really need to block time and make a priority to do something about it. For example, doing your groceries once or twice a week will help you have healthy choices at home. If you have healthy choices of food at home, you will make the better decisions. You're gonna grab your snacks to go when you're busy driving around, doing different activities. Only if you do your groceries once or twice a week, you're gonna have what you need at home. And yes, it requires time and a little bit money too, but it's worth it. If you don't control your health now, while you have it, it's gonna get very, very, very expensive to take care of your health later. Plus the energy and the good times in life, they're gonna be missing because now you have a problem. Now you gotta take care of your health, and it's a way more expensive to take care of your health. It's a way more expensive than following a health lifestyle now while you have the energy, while you were young. Maybe you're in your 30s and 20s and 40s, you have a lot of energy. Put the work, because it's gonna be worth it. If you are still here and you just want some tips on what you should be buying when doing your groceries, I'm gonna go over a Okay, those are just things that I always buy and I always have at home. It seems very simple, but if you follow this, it's life changing. Okay, what you should always have when at home and what you should buy when you do your groceries: fresh and frozen fruits, and fresh and frozen vegetables. Why I'm saying fresh and frozen? I know it's almost impossible to keep. It's almost impossible to actually do the groceries and have healthy foods at home, right? And I also know it's almost impossible to always have fresh. Like for me, for example, I love to buy fresh blueberries, but it's almost impossible to always have fresh blueberries at home. So what do? I always buy frozen blueberries. I buy the big package from Costco. It's a little bit cheaper. I buy frozen vegetables, different ones that can go well with any meal. And if you buy different blends, like I'm always running out of fresh greens at home. Always. It's so I run out so quick. But when I have the frozen vegetables, it's my escape. If I don't eat the organic frozen vegetables, then I won't eat any vegetables at all. So just buy both. Buy fresh and frozen, because if you don't have anything, at least you should have a cup of frozen fruits and frozen vegetables to make a quick meal at home. And that's really what makes the difference on the long run, just having those items at home when you need. Besides fresh and frozen fruits and veg, you should always buy some type of lean protein. Always buy starch veggies like white potatoes, sweet potatoes, butternut squash, fat sources like avocados, olive oil, and full fat yogurt if you're okay with dairy. So for snacks, you can buy nuts, seeds, nut butter, hummus, olives, and dried foods. If you buy dried foods, make sure it has no sugar added to it. I know, like, this is very annoying. Like, sometimes it's almost impossible to find dried foods that has no sugar added to it. For example, if you buy dried mangoes are super sweet, naturally sweet. Food companies are adding sugar to it because that's how they profit. Right? I forgot what it was. Oh, another day I was at the vitamin store, right? I was looking for, there's like this natural energy drinks, and that was like, this brand is pretty clean, like this energy drink. I'm not gonna say the name of the brand, but they're like one of the cleanest energy drinks, and I was looking to buy a couple. So there was like this one that was $3 each bottle, and then there's another one from the same brand that was like on sale. It was like for like $1. I was like, oh my gosh, $1! This is like a very good brand. I'm like, oh, let me see, why is this $1 and everything else is $3? I looked the label. The ones that had zero sugar, they were $3. The ones that had 30 something grams of sugar, they were $1. And I was like, even if you give me this for free, right? The ones that has 30 something grams of sugar, even if you give me for free, I don't want to drink. Why? I just like don't get it. Like, why? That's why I'm creating this video, guys. Why would you drink your sugar? Why would you do that? There's no point. It's just you drinking all this sugar. This sugar is not doing any good for you, and what's the point? So yeah, it might be a little bit expensive sometimes to buy a product with no sugar, refined sugar, but you gotta think about the benefit. Okay, you gotta let it go, this mentality that you gotta buy the cheapest thing out there because you're in a budget. You gotta think about your health. You gotta take your health seriously. Okay, that's how I'm saying. So if you find this too complicated, like everything that I just talked about it, grab your phone, open the notes, and write down a couple of things. So next time you go to the supermarket, you can check your notes from watching this video. And then before you start buying things that are not going to give your body the nutrition that's needed, you can just check your notes. Here's some basic grocery list. For proteins, you can buy eggs, fish, plant-based options, or your favorite lean protein. For fats, you can get olive oils, nuts, seeds, nut butter, avocado, yogurt. For fiber-rich carbs, go for starchy options like sweet potatoes, oats, certain fruits and beans, or low-carb fiber sources like asparagus, broccoli, cauliflowers, and berries. And here are some examples of things that you can have for breakfast. You could have eggs, if you eat eggs, with some spinach. Or you can have a scrambled egg with a little bit of avocado and a little bit berry on the side, and a little bit of strawberry, blueberries, or different berries on the side. For lunch, you can have sweet potato stuffed with veggies, or just sweet potatoes with veg on the side and beans. And if you eat chicken, lean chicken, if you eat salmon, you can have some salmon for dinner, or baked tofu, with some vegetables, brown rice, potatoes. Those are some ideas of like healthy foods. If you're not used to cooking or grocery shopping, focus on just learning about eating healthy for like a single meal. Go to the grocery store and shop for the ingredients for a cup of breakfast or dinner dishes for the week. Once that becomes a habit, add more meals until most of your meals are prepared at home. And this is not a thing that happens overnight. Health eating is a journey. It's something you learn as you go, week by week, month by month, year by year. Every day you're gonna be learning. Now, if you have no idea, still you don't know, still there's too many options, still you're confused, and you want to get some ideas of different breakfasts, mostly plant-based breakfasts that I have been eating for the past 2 years, I created an ebook with 7 breakfast recipes. They're all healthy, they're all rich in nutrient, high density foods to make you feel food for a couple of hours. So I created this ebook with a shopping list, and I also have videos on how I make my overnight oats as well in this ebook. So I will definitely put the link in the description box so you can go in and download this free book and try a cup of breakfast. Start from breakfast and go from there. And just another thing, guys, like I see a lot of people struggling to eat healthy because they don't understand that it takes time to develop a healthy relationship with food, a healthy relationship with groceries, a healthy relationship with going out, a healthy relationship with the amount of alcohol that you drink every weekend or every day. It takes time to build any new habit, and eating healthy requires you so much habits, so many different habits. It doesn't happen overnight. It's very hard to eat healthy. I get it. That's why most of people struggle every day, because it's and food companies make things harder for us because of the amount of options of unhealthy everything, everywhere, convenience that really like grab us from trying to accomplish our healthy goals. So it's not easy. You're not alone. A lot of people struggle, but just understand that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight for anybody, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're not alone. It's hard, but it's possible to change. It's totally possible to change. You have tried it before and you feel like you're always trying and failing, it's okay. It's totally okay, because it might take years of trials to learn to get better habits on your eating. Just to be patient. So if you don't have a good relationship with food, you're not alone. Again, a health coach might help you. You can get help from nutritionists, get therapy, get help if you need, but just don't be alone struggling. Just do something about it. Get help if you need. Now I'm going over what you need to get started. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about what you need to do to create and maintain a healthy eating habit. The number one thing that you need is to drink water. Staying hydrated is part of healthy eating, and water is the best way to stay hydrated. If you are not used to drinking water, get a water bottle, or add a little bit. If you really hate water, you can add a piece of lime or lemon or pineapple, or squeeze a little flavor of fruit to your water, and that might make it a little bit more exciting for you to reach your water goals. If you want to create and maintain a healthy eating habit, you definitely want to give priority to eating plant-based foods. Plant-based foods like veggies, fruits, beans, and nuts should make up the most of your diet. It doesn't matter what type of diet you follow: keto, low carb, vegan, vegetarian. Of course, if you're vegetarian, I hope you're eating plant-based foods. But there are still a lot of people that are vegan and all they eat is processed foods. So just because someone say, "Oh, I'm vegan," doesn't mean like they're healthy. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter your diet. Fruits and vegetables should be a priority for you, and you should try to incorporate these foods, especially veggies and fruits, with every meal and every snack. And if you start doing that, you're gonna see that's hard, because we are so used to eat whatever processed. So just try. Let me know later how that goes. Another thing that you need to start doing: cook at home. Cooking meals at home helps you diversify your diet, and if you used to take out or restaurant meals, try cooking just 1 or 2 meals per week to start. Again, if I know a lot of people that don't even know how to cook anything, and they're used to eating out or ordering foods every single day. If you are someone in that position, here's what you do: try to cook 1 or 2 meals each week at home to start. Okay, now if you don't start, do you realize that you're not going to change anything? So all you need to do is just start. Even if you start with 1 meal a week, that's a big step compared to nothing. And another thing is, like, you need to do groceries weekly. If your kitchen is full of healthy foods, you're more likely to make healthy meals and snacks a priority, because that's all you have at home. So that's simple. Go on 1 or 2 grocery runs per week to keep high nutrient ingredients at your house. Another thing is, understand and accept that your eating habits are not going to be perfect, and it's okay. Again, understand and accept that your eating habits are not going to be perfect, and it's okay. This is about progress, not perfection. Meet yourself where you are right now. If you are eating out every night, start cooking one meal a week at home, okay? That's where you start. Don't try to be perfect. Cheat days are not the best for your life. I'm sorry to say that. I mean, a lot of people come to me, and I used to have a lot of cheat days like crazy when I was trying to eat super clean from Monday to Friday, and then Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna eat? Oh, I'm gonna eat this, and I would even buy like a bunch of snacks. So what I do now, I try to make my meals more fun every day, so I don't need it to go crazy on the weekends. Of course, there are weeks that I'm very focused and I love to keep my meals not clean, no boring, just more plant-based. And more plant-based, what I mean is look at like how small changes can make a big difference, right? Did you know that if you eat beans from the can, you're missing over 50% of the nutrients? So me, like with my busy life, I would say that I would a lot of times just buy the beans from the can, wash them and season them, and that would be my beans for a couple of days. What I started doing to improve my everyday eating, I stopped being lazy and I started to soak my beans overnight, so it reduces the time of cooking and then it keeps more of the nutrients. And that's a big difference because I was really like being lazy a lot, eating a lot of the canned beans versus cooking on my Instant Pot, just because I was not paying attention to the nutrients. But since my main protein is coming from lentils, chickpeas, beans, I realized if I'm eating a lot of stuff from the can, I'm missing 50% of the nutrients, and I need these nutrients. If you're very hard on yourself some days where you're so worried about eating so clean or so boring and you need to go crazy, you need to have this cheat day where you just lose yourself, this is a sign that your diet is unbalanced. And this is like, it's a little thing that makes a big difference, because if you learn to include good foods, tasting foods, during your week, I know it can be hard, but if you try to have more joy when you're eating these foods during the week, when the weekend comes, you're not gonna go crazy trying to eat everything that you didn't eat, Monday to Friday. But I know it's gonna take time for anybody to learn. It took me years to learn. And another thing that you wanna do is cut out sugar from your drinks. Like limit sugary beverage like soda, energy drinks, sweetened coffee as much as possible, okay? Really, if you're drinking lots of coffee with 3 spoons of sugars, or if you're taking your energy drink and has 20, 30, 40, 50 grams of sugar. Another day I went to the gym, and this never happened to me, but it happened. I forgot my water bottle. I went to the gym, I was in a rush, I got to the gym, I forgot my water bottle, and I drink I had 4 of these today already. And when I am at the gym, I drink so much water. It's torture for me not to have a water bottle. So I went to the front desk and I was like, I looked around, they always have water. They always have water. I bought water at the gym before. That day they didn't have water. I was so thirsty and I didn't have any water. I looked at the refrigerator, the Gatorade. And I never drink a Gatorade because of the amount of sugar. But I wish I had a Gatorade here just to show you guys how much sugar there is in a bottle. of Gatorade. And you should not be drinking that. Drink the sugar. Why would you do that? And then I see people at the gym going there and buying this Gatorade with, I think it was like 60 grams of sugar. Why? Why would you do that to your body? I'm just telling you, the sugary drinks are linked with diseases. This is serious. Why would you drink that every single day? If you love sugar, look for fruits like ripe bananas, ripe mangoes, ripe pineapples, like even a little bit honey you can add to these fruits if you really are super addicted to sugar. Like there are so many healthy options for sugar. Don't kill yourself. Don't drink your sugar. Stop drinking your sugar. Stop giving money for this company that profits so much. They're delivering like a little container packed with sugar. It's killing you. Don't do that, please. When eating, choose filling foods. When you're hungry, try to really eat foods that is going to make you feel full and have energy, instead of focusing on foods that have less calories. Okay, try to eat as much as possible whole foods, plant-based foods, vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and protein sources. Don't force yourself to eat things that you don't like. If you have tried a specific food many times and you don't like, don't eat it, okay? There are a lot of healthy foods for you to try and find the ones that you love. Don't force yourself to eat something just because it's healthy or because somebody else likes it. Find what you like, try different things, and when you find those different things that you like, eat them, okay? If you're watching this content and you need help from a professional, go get the help from a professional. Don't try by yourself. If it's really hard for you to do anything by yourself, you should get help. And the bottom line is, if you're looking to eat healthy for the right reasons, and if you really want to change the way your health is going, you start with small steps each day, moving towards the right direction. Healthy eating might look a little bit different for everybody, but really what you want to do is focus on whole foods, plant-based foods. Always be choosing foods that are high in nutrients, and let it go this mentality of low calories all the time. Remember, this is a lifestyle that you are going to follow to achieve your goals, and that's gonna be challenges, that's gonna be changes, and that's okay as long as you start and you keep going and never look back. So I really hope you learned something from this content. Please like this video, share with somebody that you think might need help. Comment below and let me know if you learned anything, if you're gonna change anything for the next week. Let me know what type of content you would like me to create. Let me know what you're struggling with. Let me know if you learned anything from this video. I'll be very happy to chat with you, or even maybe do a live video with you and go over your struggles. That would be great. Please reach out to me. You can send me a message on my Instagram. I will answer you if you have any questions. You can comment on the video below, and let's stay in touch. I am looking forward for the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you for video number 6 next week. Bye.